I'll also be at Speaker's Corner this Sunday, in case any of you think you're good enough and smart enough and loud enough to take down the Dizzle. Bring your ladders.
The gospel judged by what Allah hath revealed therein. Which part of that do you not believe? Which part of that?
Brother, I don't believe it. I have returned. See now if David Wood is brave enough to now have a reasonable discussion.
Voice is shot, brother.
Oh, when your voices was just started, why did you not continue speaking with me?
Talk when it started.
Of course you did. I haven't come in front of you. You're so afraid. You're so afraid, David. David, be a man enough of integrity and less of a discussion. No, less of a debate. You came to Speakerscorner to do what? To do what?
To speak, and we spoke.
No, you came to speak with the Muslims, didn't you?
What was God doing at that time?
That's what you mentioned, right, in your blog. And now when a Muslim is coming to speak to you, guess what? It's time to go. It's time to go.
No. And he's going to do it. And why do you come when my voice is straight?
No, I came when you just started. And you, it's on my record, David, it's on the record. Yes? Do you want to put this up on the web? I asked you and insisted you to have a dialogue. Guess what?
There's no need for the dialogue.
Set it up on a stage.
Why? Remember, one more question. Remember the debate we had last time you came? Where is that video? You are going to put it up.
Have your own program.
Answer his question. David, ask him a question. What you've been asking?
Where is this video?
Answer his question. Ask him.
Why did you not put this video up?
You couldn't hear anything. It was
really such a wonderful camera that you had. They didn't hear anything. So you think these
David were humiliated by that?
Really? If you really think,
set it up on stage.
Hang on, let's debate right now.
Set it up on stage. Anytime, any place.
You have your voice left, David.
I'll be here until Friday.
Excuse me, David, right now.
Wait. This gentleman, when he introduced you, he said, this man, he's from America, he's blah, 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 and then he is here to answer your questions, right?
No, I said we're going to do a great discussion.
Yes, and you are here to answer our questions.
I didn't ask you any questions.
Right?
We did that. I don't remember saying that. I don't understand what the dispute about. He's saying he wants a dialogue.
David, let's debate the subject now.
He's going to be here till Friday. Set it up.
Let's do it here now.
Continue on.
David,
come here then. You just said
you know what?
Let's go back.
You don't have to be on the ladder. You can come down and speak to me. Do you see this? Do you see?
You want to listen to
Do you see this?
No.
Is this a sign of someone who's able to debate?
That we look at the type of God. Let's look at the two kinds of gods we have here. David, don't yell. Just tell me how you say. Okay? I'll be your mouthpiece for today. The God of the Bible does that to time and space, does he not?
He's a very aggressive Christian.
Does the Quranic law God do that?
From here. Aren't you? Are you going to record me? Okay, record me.
In Surah 20, he does, doesn't he?
He doesn't refuse.
For 10 to 14. So there's a problem even in the Quran concerning whether God can enter time and space. Yeah, in order, according to the Hadith, according to Muhammad,
excuse me.
Allah has
Why don't you come off your ladder and I'll have a debate with Smith?
No. What change that?
Why? Okay, so that already shows that there's a limitation. That also shows that he can come down to the different heavens.
I have a question for you, David. I have a question for you.
Why?
I have a question for you. Take that opportunity now to learn something about Islam. I have a question about the very concept of God that you have in Christianity. And I would like to ask you, because you're a man of philosophy, you're a man of intellect and knowledge. Now tell me, what makes you believe that God is one being three persons, and that is not,
20 years.
Hang on, you see? Let me finish.
You haven't answered this question in 20 years.
What makes you...
Concept of God in Islam and Christianity.
Excuse me.
You are a broken record every week. For 20 years you ask the same question.
For 20 years you haven't answered this question.
Unfortunately, David...
We like the subject we're on, aren't we?
Why? Are you uncomfortable to speak about your God?
Something that's even more topical.
Did you not say when you start? Look, I've all in my video. Did you not say about the concept of God?
Debate after debate. If you'd like
Listen.
to debate it, set it up.
Listen.
Talking about a topic.
David, why are you so afraid to discuss it now?
Mansur,
why are you so afraid to discuss it
you
now?
asked the same question for 20 years.
Yes.
But go do a debate with him.
David.
Exactly.
You come to speak with the Muslims, and guess what? You You're so afraid to even to have a dialogue.
Doing this week. Tomorrow, folks, David is going to be doing a debate here in London. And what's the topic on?
Do you see that? An American comes from America to debate
Jesus
Muslims.
and Muhammad.
He's so much enthusiastic to come to Speakerscorner, and then when he's an opportunity,
I'm going to try to take his side.
oh, set it up, set it up.
Yeah,
He's leaving
on
right
Friday.
now.
Position to
Let's
answer
prepare
any
you.
questions, anyway.
Folks, come to, and it's at Imperial, right?
Imperial College, London. You got to RSVP. You got to send an email.
It's going to be at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening.
6 o'clock tomorrow evening, Imperial.
We want as many Muslims there as possible.
Where?
You're going to be there, I hope.
Where?
Why?
He's not a Muslim.
Don't worry about him. This is more important.
I'm asking him a question. He's not willing to answer any.
He's not coming. He says he's going
Do you
to.
see that? Come to America.
Okay, let's go ahead and do this.
To come to Speakerscorner, discuss with Muslims, and look at
Jesus
him.
the greatest?
He now debates with his friend Jay
Jesus,
Smith.
obviously.
He's not even willing to have a discussion
He
with
is.
Muslims.
Well, how do you know?
Of course he is.
Well, Muhammad did a lot more than Jesus. Muhammad created.
You know what?
theocratic
Why don't you
state.
go home
Jesus could
and have a
not.
conversation
Muhammad
between
got
yourself?
Married, had progeny.
If you come to
Jesus
Speakerscorner,
could not.
then have a discussion
Muhammad
with a
had a
Muslim.
beard and had a great voice and was able to lead a people through the Exodus. Jesus could not. So how
Jesus
can you
had a
tell me
beard too, you
that
idiot.
Jesus is greater than Muhammad?
Whether you go to the Christian scriptures or the Muslim scriptures, Jesus is far greater than Muhammad.
No, hold on a minute. Even in the Quran, it's
Even in the
very
Quran.
clear
No point.
that Jesus only does it in the
You know
power
what?
of Allah.
Look, if you
Jesus
go,
could not do it in his own power.
I thought
Jesus has a miraculous
you had something to talk about, David.
a miraculous middle through all the miracles, a miraculous end.
Listen,
God
listen.
doesn't let him die.
He
Muhammad,
came very
normal
enthusiastically
birth,
to come to
normal
Speakerscorner
middle,
to have a
middle,
discussion with the
cancer
Muslims.
for miracles,
When Muslims come
killed by a
forward,
Jewish woman,
guess what?
dies at the hands of a Jewish woman.
He is not willing anymore because his
so
friend
you're
tells him
saying
not
in
to.
all areas of his life, Jesus, according to the Quran, is superior
Yes.
to Muhammad.
Yes.
You seem to say that, and you're saying that from the Quran.
Yes.
Now, folks, do you all agree with him?
No.
Is not Muhammad the final prophet? Is he not the greatest of all prophets?
15 minutes ago,
Same
what did
thing
you say?
happened
You
with
asked
James
everybody here,
White.
Jesus is dead.
Not
This is
willing.
on the cross. And all
Never
they all
mind,
said
you're not
yes.
there.
And after that, 5 minutes later after that, you said Jesus, God didn't save Muhammad. So what's the difference between Muhammad died and Jesus died
on the
Well, according to your Quran, there's quite a difference.
You're contradicting yourself.
According to your
You
Quran,
just
in
contradicted
Surah
yourself.
3, Ayah 46, Jesus could speak from the cradle. Could Muhammad do that?
Answer my
According to Surah
question. Answer my
19,
question.
Ayah 20, Jesus was
answer your
born a
question.
miraculous birth. Was Muhammad born miraculously?
No, we all
According
agree.
to Surah 3, Ayah 49,
Answer my
in the
question.
power of Allah,
Moses-
Jesus could create out of nothing.
Answer my
Muhammad
question.
created anything.
Did God
Did
save
Muhammad
Jesus?
do any miracle?
Save Jesus.
Show me one miracle Muhammad did. Nothing. Do we know of any miracle that he
Yes,
did?
do you want to know?
Here it is.
Do you want to know, Jason?
Arabic text.
Do you want to know?
Lovely Arabic text here. That's Muhammad's.
Do you want to know the
So let me
miracles?
ask you.
And now he's going to
That
ask
is a
him.
miracle.
Yeah, learn from
As
him.
good as the Bible. Now, tell me, what's wrong with the Quran? It's got to be good. It's the best piece of literature ever written.
Jay,
It has never been
Jay,
surpassed.
are you going to
Show
sort
me
of
a surah
speak
like
between
it.
yourself or
Show
engage a
me a
Muslim?
surah
with
like
you?
it. Yes, we're here together.
Right.
We're here
So are you
together.
going to engage with a
And we
Muslim?
like talking together, don't we?
Right.
We do. So let me ask you, David. Show me a
Ask him.
surah that can be better than his
Then why are we here then?
Yeah.
We should- we
Ask
should
him
let
and
us know.
answer him. Yeah.
Don't
You
play
can't
a
find us
child.
all.
Don't play a child. The moment you stood up,
You said
on the
you
ladder,
wanted to debate.
Let me speak.
You said you wanted to
Allow me
debate.
to speak
I'm
first.
saying if you want to,
Let
set it
me
up.
speak first.
Set it up.
You came here and you were introduced. You were introduced that you will answer questions. Guess what? Not only were you making false accusations about Islam, which now Muslims like myself have come now to respond to you, you were not even willing to hear me.
It's late, it's dark.
Not now. The moment you started.
Find a location. I'm here all
David,
week.
Now it's
David,
dark.
I'm
listen.
here all week.
Now it's dark.
Put it on a stage.
David,
Put it on a stage so
David,
people can come.
have you forgotten what I
Put
said?
it
Put it on a stage, he said.
You don't
Put it
remember?
on a
You don't
stage.
remember?
Put it on a stage.
When you was
I'm here all week. Put it on a stage.
David,
Get a location.
Very
listen.
simple.
The
Very
moment
simple.
you
All I'm
started,
saying
when you
is
were
right here, right now, my voice is shot. I'm
David,
saying put it on a stage.
David.
I've been yelling for the past hour and a half.
Put him on the
David,
stage.
listen. The moment you started, was it dark? It wasn't dark. I came then to speak to you. You were not willing.
20 of your friends were all yelling at the same time at me.
Pathetic, Christopher. Is this an argument?
Safety. He still even answered his
Just lower
question.
your voice. You will not have a problem with your voice, and you lower his voice, and you engage right now. Just like that.
Very good.
Just
Are
like
you willing?
On what?
Now we have some questions.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Go ahead.
Here.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right. As a Muslim, I would like
On
to
the
know.
topic, you're going to change the topic.
Hang on. You
said you had questions about the topic.
You brought about
Exactly.
Islam and Christianity.
Yeah, so you're
Yes,
gonna,
yes.
you're going to talk about the topic or not? You said you had questions about our topic. Go ahead. Go ahead. What questions do you have about the topic?
Patience.
Okay.
Now, the difference between us and you is that we are Muslims and you're a Christian. The core of our belief is the Quran and the Bible, or Jesus to you, right? So, what differentiates between you and me is the concept of our God and what God gives us in terms of how we should live and so on and so forth. What awaits for us, right? So,
can I point out one more difference?
Hang on. There are
one more difference. I agree with the difference
Go
you
ahead.
just made. I will point out one more difference, right? I agree we have a difference in the concept of God and a difference in what our religion requires. One more difference, which was the basis of the entire presentation really, one more difference is that your book affirms our book. Our book does not affirm your book. So, we are not bound to follow what you teach and what you believe, but you are bound to believe that what we are taught is revelation from God. And therefore, what you are left with is, since you affirm our book, you affirm our concept of God and your concept of God, which, as you pointed out, disagree. You affirm our beliefs about what we're supposed to do and your own beliefs, which contradict each other, and therefore your religion self-destructs. If my book is the word of God, yours is false because it contradicts my book. If my book is not the word of God, your book is false because it contradicts my book. Either way, if my book is the word of God, your religion is false. If my book's not the word of God, your religion is false. Either way, your religion is false. Therefore, Islam is false. Get a new religion.
First of all of these things that you said is based on an assumption that our book confirms your book.
Yeah, it does.
Where does the Quran even say that the book that you have in your hands, that it affirms? Hang on, I'm not finished. First of all, hang on. Surah 5:43 doesn't say the Bible, you should believe in the Bible. The Quran
says the gospel.
Not on my eyes, right? Not on my eyes, because you're putting on my eyes. Right. The Quran talks about the Torah and the Injil.
Yeah.
What you have is more than the Torah and the Injil.
Okay.
Isn't it?
What's actually the Injil? Because I'm commanded to judge by it.
Listen, you're just talking about the same thing that you talked about and not even listening. What I wanted to talk about, very first thing, is about the concept of God. Because and listen, don't laugh, we have David, it's my turn to speak. It's my turn. Don't say no. Listen, David, listen. If you are a believer in Christianity, you have a concept of God.
Listen, look what just happened, right?
Excuse me, and I
we
my
bring
turn
up
to
the
speak.
topic. He says he wants to respond to the topic. We had a very clear, very plain topic.
No, he's going to talk
the Quran affirms the Bible, and then he turns and says,
ridiculous, isn't it?
let's change it and talk about the concept of God. I don't want to talk about that. Well, then you didn't want to talk about the topic. You just pulled me aside in order to change the topic.
The topic that you had discussed over there, it ranged from the concept of God, it talked about what God has sent and the revelation that contains, from God, all of that. First and foremost is what we have to deal with is our concept of God. Because if you believe your God
then
deceives...
set it up.
Excuse me, listen.
Set up a debate.
This is the debate.
No, you can't. You're changing topics from one second to the next.
David, you're interrupting when I'm
What
speaking.
were we talking about?
David, you are very rude. You're very rude, David. David
changes the topic.
Exactly.
David,
he wants a new debate on a topic.
you are very rude. When it's my turn to speak, guess what? He interrupts. Now, I'm not going to generalize. I want you to listen.
This already today.
Right. David, listen.
All right. I say on camera.
No, David,
You want
don't
to
run away.
debate?
Don't run away.
You want to debate the concept of God?
Set it up.
Don't run away, David.
You can't handle the
Mansur,
question.
how can I
Run away.
Okay, hold on.
How can I not?
Okay, can I tell you what?
How can I not handle it when I'm
Debate is about the
challenging him?
thing that you said
Just give me a
on
chance.
the ladder.
You have a question. You give me a chance. Just ask him.
Why are you so afraid? Relax. Take a deep breath.
Nobody can force anybody
Isn't
to
it?
other religion.
If you
Your
wanted to talk
religion
about
is
the
your
topic,
religion.
listen.
Just give him a chance. When he finish, then don't distract him, please.
He wants to go to a different topic.
No, I'm
He
not.
wants to change the topic. He's a
David,
chronic,
relax, David.
he's a chronic
Don't
topic
be-
changer.
Relax.
And it makes me
David,
think.
relax.
It makes me think you can
Are
answer
you
the
going to let me
question.
speak or what? Why are you so
No, I'm
rude?
not trying to walk away. If you don't want
Walk
to debate,
away
we'll
then.
debate.
Walk away then.
Bye-bye, go.
It's no point. You're not worthy of a debate, are you? You're not worthy.
Islamnet is raising funds to establish a masjid and community centre in Norway, and they urgently need your support. Every person who prays there, every kid that learns about Islam, every youngster that memorizes the Quran, all of this and so much more can be on your scale of good deeds. Click the link and donate what you can.